I want to introduce Skanda Shasti, which means the 6 days of Skanda or Muruga, the deity that is associated with Mars, Pleiades. I want to make it very relevant to the listeners who already have some background or to provide background knowledge for them to understand that. Let us talk about Elon Musk. I made a video about a year or two ago. I'm not going to go into that because where the video, I think it's on YouTube, Elon Musk was crowned as a king by a few billionaires. And it is not just something that is of journalistic interest, but a scientific interest. There is scientific basis for that, and I have sources quoted. Please see that. Then you will understand about Mars and Elon Musk's obsession on Mars. Okay, that's one thing. This is a reality that is, talking about Mars and getting crowned in Mars is something that is unbelievable. Okay, so let's look at another thing that came to my mind, which is Einstein said, "I knew the discovery before my mind got in." So he knew the discovery. He knew, the discovery before the mind got in. The mind got messed. Will ask many questions and try to stop the intuition. Well, the third one, this is being very easily explained by Zen Buddhism. When you know, you don't know. When you don't know, you know. When you don't know, you know. The gods are not knowable at all. For what? For our eyes and understanding. But they have tremendous amount of power. As Jesus said, with my Father everything is possible. Why? Because power is with the divine beings, and one of those divine beings is Muruga, and then he is available only at a certain time of the year, the 6 days of Muruga, which we are going to celebrate, and then where I decided to release contents that I have never released before because I did not understand it as much as I do now. And how Muruga is associated with Mars, and is also associated with the third eye, which is the pineal gland. We know a lot of information on the pineal gland and the third eye. Now, if you want to go, Wilcox has a lot of videos. If you see those half-hour or 1 hour long video on the third eye and Vatican and Peacock, all these things will be very useful for you, and also the chemical in the pineal gland, serotonin and things like that. So it is a matter of science mixed with supernormal powers. So what you would be getting during the 6 days of Muruga, I will give you 6 topics, and I have to really finalize that because I have a lot to talk about. One is our eyes are involved with processing only visible reality. Visible reality or realities are limited. The invisible reality is everything. Sai Baba used to say, everything visible has an invisible origin. And that invisible, atomic, subatomic reality is in the third eye, which is in the pineal gland, and which the third eye or the pineal gland can be activated by this divine being who is the son of Shiva, called Muruga, Skanda, Subramanya, Kartikeya. He has so many names, and he is the master of the third eye. He is the ruler of the third eye and also the pituitary gland combined there. So on every day I will give you methods to open the third eye, and also, more importantly, how do you converse with these divine beings. I will give you a methodology which you can use even to talk to other gods and goddesses or your spirit guides or gurus, or angels, Holy Spirit, etc. The methodology is the same. How to get out of your ego, how to get out of your mind, and getting beyond the senses which block the vision of the invisible domain, how to talk to God. Paramahamsa Yogananda, if you read the Paramahamsa Yogananda's book, How to Talk to God, prior to this program will also be very useful. So Wilcock, it's also on YouTube, Wilcock talking about the pineal gland and the third eye, and Paramahamsa Yogananda talking about how to talk to God will be very useful. On each day, a certain energy comes. It's very important that every time is relationship with different kinds of energy, chemical, physical, psychological, the relationship between time and different types of energies and forces is amazing. So we will talk about the chemical that carries the energy of Muruga, the metals, and particularly the timing. Each time, each day, and within a day, the Mars Hora is the time for Muruga, to interact with Muruga. And that comes about twice a day, that also will be discussed. So it's going to be a great opportunity for you to learn about supernormal powers, and then how the powers are available to us. Only thing is we have neglected. There is a definition of ignorance. Ignorance is what you have ignored. This is by Osho. I love that definition. So we have ignored something that is latent within us, which is willing to give us everything, and all that you have to do is, like the Buddha said, you don't have to do anything, then you will be messed up if you try to bring your mind and ego. All that you have to do is understand the emptiness within you, which is what quantum physics is saying. It's going to go to the quantum ground state, and the vacuum state is everything. Okay? Then you will be in the unified field theory, domain. So all these will be the content. You will be given mantras. Each day you will get mantras. And don't worry about, I've been loaded with mantras, and this mantra, another mantra is, I can't handle. No, don't worry about it. Just even attending the program itself is enough. And probably you would want to know about attosecond. If you don't know it, because 3 people got the Nobel Prize for attosecond, and that can happen in the attosecond. That's the movement of that. The attosecond is a measurement of the electron's movement, okay, which is incredibly a small unit of time. That's all I want to say to you. And then, although I have given so many ideas, what is important is to receive the sounds that will activate different parts of the brain that I have not mentioned, which will also be part of the program. Muruga is in charge of the pineal gland, and then I will also talk about the 5 different parts of the brain and how they also get activated. That's all we want to say in this little introductory video, and then so I look forward to talking to you again, and the program will be for 6 days, and you will get information from the people who are running the program. God bless.
Thank you for your wisdom and your blessings bestowed on us today, Dr. Pillai. And so everyone, we invite you to join Dr. Pillai's program, learning about supernormal powers directly from Muruga as the master of the third eye and the pituitary gland. The program will be November 13th through the 18th for 6 days. And each day, Dr. Pillai will be giving a special initiation along with a fire lab in order to bring Muruga into the fire lab and to make him very powerfully available. And as he mentioned, he has very specific targeted goals for this program. I just want to outline that one more time. So every day he'll be teaching a different method to open the third eye so that you can access the invisible domain. And then you'll learn how to converse with divine beings, gods, goddesses, angels, spirit guides. He will talk about and teach the chemicals or the metals in order to connect with Muruga. He'll be giving a specific timing for each day so that you can connect most powerfully with Muruga. And then a different mantra for each day to activate Muruga in the 6 different parts of the brain. And all that will be empowered by the fire lab, which will convey the initiation into each mantra of Muruga, each part of the brain, and all the secrets that Dr. Pillai will be given. So it will be a very comprehensive program. And just as we experienced for Navaratri, during the 9 nights of the goddess, Dr. Pillai said this will not be a Navaratri like any bygone years. This will be a Navaratri that will end all suffering. So this program on Muruga, coming at this very critical time in the world during Muruga's most potent time to access him during these 6 days, I know that this promises to be a very profound immersion and initiation in supernormal powers, your own awakening, as we approach moving more and more deeply into the Satya Yuga, so that we can truly live as the divine beings that we are. So someone has dropped a link to our page in chat where you can find out about the programs. There's different ways to join the program with Dr. Pillai. Either you can join for the final night of Skanda Shasti in his final initiation and fire lab, or you can join for all 6 nights. We have remedies that go along with the program in India at Powerspots, where you can participate by proxy in very powerful remedies for Muruga in order to bring him into your consciousness and convey his powers of removing your karma, opening the third eye, and helping you solve problems in your life. And then we have an additional component of coaching that you can also partake of with Kalkidas Sidler, who will help people on a personalized basis in order to access the power of Muruga deeply within them and to move in a more profound way through the opening of the third eye and awakening their supernormal powers. So there's many different ways that you can join these Skanda Shasti initiations that are coming up with Dr. Pillai. And Pillai Center will be preparing you for that through a 6-day chanting challenge that will be happening November 7th through the 12th. So we invite you to join us for all those events, immerse yourself in the power of this time, and prepare yourself for a truly divine life, living supernormal powers for the golden age. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the blessings of Dr. Pillai. Have a wonderful day.